Jamaica Labour Party been accused by the newly elected St. Lucia Prime Minister of interfering with their elections. Can you imagine?
Jamaicans have the wrong idea of the opposition. Jamaicans think that because the opposition lost the election, that they don't play an important role. And I think the opposition probably plays the most important role in the government.
Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. And in this one, 2 investigative reports sent to the Parliament, as well as 3 arrested at the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation as a part of an investigation into funds. As well as Jamaica Labour Party being accused by the newly elected St. Lucia Prime Minister of interfering with their elections. Can you imagine? As well as Yardman emphasizes the importance of the opposition in Jamaica's parliament. So all of the fool labor rights, them when not have no sense. We just say yap, acting as if Anju owns the country and Anju money and spend. Listen to this. This guy here put it out for all Jamaicans understand, but the labor rights them him should have addressed this to because them do have 1 drop of sense. ABR family and viewers, well thinking Jamaicans, please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm assuming that these 2 investigative reports that were sent to the Parliament from the Integrity Commission on November 25th, 2025 would have been tabled in the House today. So the Integrity Commission wants us to know, as usual, that they sent 2 investigative reports as well as 2, indicative rulings from the Director of Corruption Prosecutions, and same was sent to the House Speaker Julian Oates, the President of the Senate Tom Tavares Finson, and the Clerk to the Houses of Parliament Colleen Lowe. So let us look out for those 2 reports to be tabled. Now, police have said to arrest 3 employees at the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation following investigation of an alleged misappropriation of funds. Right, the head of the St. Catherine North Police Division, Senior Superintendent Hopeton Nicholson, confirmed that the workers were being questioned. It's still an ongoing investigation, so let us wait and see what went down there. The newly elected Prime Minister for St. Lucia, Philip Pierre, basically accusing the Jamaica Labour Party of interference into their election that took place, I believe, Monday gone. So when them should have in the country, all of them were in governance with a humanitarian crisis onto the people of our country, especially in the western side, right? Following the passage of Hurricane Melissa, them find time to leave the island and gone meddle in other small island elections. So when me tell you say, how you hear them attack and how them a move, it's like them in an election mode same way. You want eyeglass to see the minister with responsibility gone all the way, gone jump up and down in an election. So it's alleged that United Workers Party deputy leader and candidate for Castery's Southeast, Guy Joseph, has confirmed reports that police seized a large sum of cash found on his person following allegation that he was paying individuals to vote for him. According to senior police officials who spoke to St. Lucia Times, officers received a report that the former minister was allegedly distributing money to influence voters on election day. Acting on the information, officers approached Joseph at a residence near the polling station. Police said Joseph was found with $12,000 in cash, which was subsequently confiscated pending an investigation. Speaking on Newspin, however, Joseph acknowledged the incident and strongly denied attempting to bribe voters. He insisted he was not on the public road and was not engaged in any illegal activity when the officers approached him. Now, when you see St. Lucia police them mean business, and unlike some of the licky DC them where we have in our country, any body we are run money upon them see and blind here and there. For the hear the affidavit them where Paul Buchanan a come forward with against Anju Oates. When you hear the affidavit them, the workers them on election day I tell us say police leave the premises exactly at 5 and some things will take place and them behave like them not see. When you see the difference between some of our police in Jamaica and the St. Lucia police, them act. Them work on intelligence. Them not play a blind eye because they're swayed by one political party. Big up to the police them in St. Lucia. Big up to all hard-working lawmen and lawwomen. Big up on yourself who out there work and work justly and fairly on behalf of the people we're supposed to represent, to serve and to protect. Big up all law-abiding police officers. Now we're seeing where this current administration having an issue wanting to go at war with people who they say misinform and disinform. Right? They don't see the need to support the people even after the passage of a hurricane. They're more concerned with their image out there. They're more concerned with what is put out there. It seems as if they want to control social media. They want to control the media. But all who vowing war against mis and disinformation, no problem with vowing war against that. But what you will not do is silence the social media warriors in holding this government accountable and in questioning and demanding transparency from this current administration. Now we say the Prime Minister in our Parliament earlier, and the way him talk and go on, you wonder if I'm yard him there, you come, they come catch. To the point where he must state or he must suggest, say the opposition leader threatened him. Right? We have an opposition and there are roles and functions of the opposition. If there were no opposition, it leaves room for dictators. It leaves room for autocratic system. So no wonder why we see them backbench a woman like a Marlene Malahou-Ford. Because she come a call for restoration of criminal libel law intending to curb misinformation. You know no other law we can call for. What about opening the sex offenders registry? Couldn't you call for that as a former person of the judiciary? You never think for call for that? You call about criminal libel. No for no for runway out our parliament. No for no word if you stay in our parliament. And the sooner the Jamaican people would have realized that. But then me have a little clip in here so from a Yardman podcast. And you can go over YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Because them talk up a crocus bag of thing pan a little clip here where me I go show now. Just for to get an understanding of the roles and function, the importance of the opposition. And the opposition is not perfect as someone who supports the opposing party. They never claim to be. And of course, there's a little set of things where me think can tweak with the opposition. For example, when this current administration come out with the blatant and bold-faced lies, them fi counter them right away. Those are some of the little tweakings we may talk about. What the opposition need. You understand? But the opposition is needed. And the little labor right minions them, when a first in study, them not read, them not in a sense, them not in a level of understanding of how the parliament for run and how the opposition must function. So them chat off them little green mouth and them green tongue. But hear this from Yardman Podcast.
Jamaicans have the wrong idea of the opposition. Jamaicans think that because the opposition lost the election, that they don't play an important role. And I think the opposition probably plays the most important role in the government. The opposition plays five
Exactly.
roles to me. They need to hold the government accountable. That means they need to question every decision that the government make because they are our voice. Otherwise, it will be an autocracy. Number two, they need to represent alternative views. They need to give different ideas to the ones that the government are proposing. Just because the government proposes an idea doesn't mean that it's the best. It's also good to hear the other side. Number three, they need to protect our interests. The opposition is so important because they speak up if the government actions end up harming the public. If there was no opposition, it's a dictatorship.
Exactly. And you need somebody to keep you honest, keep you on your feet.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
opposition, number four, the opposition needs to review and challenge laws. They need to examine the bills. They are the people that, even though they were not elected as the leaders of the country, they were technically elected to examine these on our behalf while in parliament. And number
And
five,
learn from
yeah,
the ruling party's mistakes.
yeah. And people need to realize that the opposition, there are the government in waiting. They need to be ready to take over if they win the next election. Opposition is just, if not as important as the ruling party. And I
It
feel like
definitely is.
Jamaicans, we are so one-sided. There's no nuance to our thinking. If you question the leadership, that means you're against it. If you say that, why is the prime minister doing this? It means say here's a PMP and you don't rate the prime minister. No, there should never be a leader of our country that cannot answer questions or stand up to scrutiny. The fact
Yup.
that you're a leader, that means you should have the most scrutiny in the country, bro. And I want Jamaicans to actually think about that. When they see the opposition leader asking questions, yes, he might have his ulterior motives, but he's doing his job. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not just being there to be difficult. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. That is how dictatorships gets formed. That is how people end up under one prime minister for 25 years, 30 years.
With no progress sometimes.
With no progress. The opposition is very important. And I guarantee you, Tonil, someone is going to be watching and hearing me say this and then be like, that PMP boy go suck him mother.
And that is all them good for when you object and you don't agree with what they say. You know, I be S mother, S this and S that. Then the whole of we not S mother. Whole of we S mother. Whether you S or breast, whatever the circumstance may be, the whole of we S mother. And so that is how shallow-minded most of them are. Them not go read and do not research. Whatever the Prime Minister tells them or the ministers on the governing side tells them digest it. Them just drink and digest and absorb everything. Them no question nothing. Like the government is always right. Like we ever approach say the opposition is always right. ABR family and viewers, when we tell you say it's a dark day with a set of people in our country. Buju Banton never tell a lie, no? Buju Banton never tell a lie.
Dons like but we have 2 generations of people in Jamaica, them dons like but and them a go done, sir.
And that is solid gospel. But me not gonna make the video long and drawn out too much, ABR family and viewers. I want to hear your take. Drop that in the comment section. Leave a like on the video. Share out the video. Please, what me need for stress to, if you hype the videos them. If you see the in the comment section and it says hype video, you can click the hype and hype up the video so the video can push out on the YouTube algorithm. Please and thanks. Get this video to at least 7,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.